start stream. Come on any second. Come on. Come on. Come on. What's going on here? Why is that coming on? There we go. I got this one on. All right, come on. This computer's not working. There we go. Got this one on. All right, can anybody hear me? There's only 3 of you here. Alrighty. Okay, what's going on here? Look at the spy. I was on the phone with, I can't mention who, but I was on the phone with another trader here for about an hour and 40 minutes. And we were talking about the spy and a lot of good things, a lot of agreement. Somebody we all respect. And, you know, it's a great thing when you reach out to people in this room. We were talking about some of the things that we talked about is like when you come to Tradecaster and you learn how to trade, we try to teach you how to become an independent trader. And one of the greatest things about it is why do you need Tradecaster then? And the thing is, number one, just some of the beautiful people that you meet, become friends with, synergize with, and then eventually learn to even trade with. And it's an amazing thing when I say that because we were on the phone talking and we were talking about certain trades and he was actually trading while we were talking and we were thinking it out. Why are we trading this? What's going on? What's in the background here? What's behind the scenes when we're looking at a chart, knowing about where the stock's going to go? Why we buy certain stocks just out of the money, and then let's say it may not go further our way, so we might cost average going a little bit out of the money next time, 3 or 4, and the reasonings for doing that. And it's really, really good to get the insight of other people who are good traders and to see what they do. You know what? And maybe I'll get him in here one day. I won't mention his name at this point, but it's somebody we all know. He's another moderator in these rooms, and we'll come in and we'll do a Zoom call one day, and I'll bring him in and let him explain some of that, the way he does it, and why he does it. Because I don't think this is some of the insight he doesn't really explain or put out there when he's putting out alerts, let's say in the morning. And for good reasons, because it's very hard to be a live streamer and then try to trade at the same time. And that makes it look really easy, but maybe that's why he loses as many times as he does, and he's got to win it back. But that maybe not. I mean, for him, it's like second nature. It really is second nature. So, but we can't all do that. I've been streaming for a long time, and I still get the hang of it. And I was talking to him why I don't always trade with you guys in the room. Um, and the reason is because of the delay. Now, lately, it's been about a 10-second delay, which is as good as we can get it. So like right now, if I want to take a look at that and see, well, what is the delay right this second? 15. I just put my finger up to see. I don't even see the light on in here. You know what? I don't even see my cameras on. It's not. Hold on a second. I'm really glad I took a look at that. Let's take a look. Say, okay, my camera did not come on. Why did my camera come on? Good question. Stop streaming. I'm streaming. That's really, really strange. Video. Let's see. I don't know why my camera's not working. Video capture. Let's see. OBS. That's fine. Let's go back to wide. And oh, there it is. I just saw it. Activated. Okay, I think I got it. Active, not showing. And let's say okay. All right, I finally got it. It's working. Okay. I don't know why my camera wasn't working. Let's take that off. I see what it is. I see what it is now. Okay. You can all see me now. You can all hear me now. I know you could hear me before, but you couldn't see me. But now you should be able to see me. Let me fix this monitor. I like it a little bit more up. So you can see me now. Hello. I see you. All right. That's good. Much better. All right. And I just want you to know that there are other ways that people use different procedures, whether it's a vertical spread. He was talking about the type of thing, what he was doing. It's not really considered a spread. In essence, it is when you're buying two different strike prices for the same stock on the same day. Okay. I don't know what you really call it, but he does a lot of that. I'm going to get him to come in and talk about that. And it's not like when you're doing, let's say you're going to do an earnings and you want to do a straddle, or you want to perfect some sort of technique for doing vertical spreads. I always tell new people here who are doing options to stay away from swing trading options, not knowing at that point why you go certain days out, what the reasoning is behind that. But if you're new and you're trading something like the SPY, or you're trading Nvidia or something, some big blue cap stock, or some index stock, you got to be careful because you can lose a lot of money on an earnings report. And for some of you, it could be half your account or a third. So if you're just going to do one just to do it, just to see how it works out, that's all fun and fine. But again, you're gambling. What we want to learn here in stock trading and option trading is learning to do fundamentals and technical, using the information and the tools that we have to make us better traders and to lose less. Listen, in day trading, in options trading, futures trading, you're always going to lose eventually. So the idea is to lose less. The idea is to reduce your risk in any losses that you might take. And I showed him how I have what's called the 50%. If I win 50% of the time, can I still win money? And the answer is yes. Now, if I know that my average win with 5 contracts is about $500, that means sometimes I win 200, sometimes I win 800, 600, 300. My average is 500. So if I win 5 times 500 trades, five contracts, 500 shares, 5 trades, I win 500 average. That's 2,500. Now, if I take the other 5 trades and I lose, and sometimes I lose 75, sometimes I lose 150, sometimes I lose 200, I try to keep my average at 125. 5 trades, 125 is 625. I lose 625 on my left, I win 2,500 on my right, I win 1875 in the middle. That's what really matters. What I take home, what I end up with, and how I get there. Okay? But what happens a lot of times is we get cocky. We win a little, we win a little more, we win a lot, and then we go all in and we lose everything. And a lot of people have lost more than they've ever started with. And they find themselves mortgaging their house and doing this and doing things you shouldn't ever do. Don't ever trade with more money than you can afford to lose. And it could happen. Okay? You can win. I've won 5 days in a row. I won 100% of my trades. And I've done that many times. Then the next week I won 4 days in a row. Doesn't mean I won every trade, but I won every day. And then on that next Friday, on that 10th trading day, I went all balls to the wall, and I lost more than I made in the 14 days prior that I was winning every day. And you can have some major losses and you can have some major wins. The idea is to win more than you lose and to keep it there. All right? Now, SPY. I don't trade the SPY, but I do trade SPX. And I watch the SPY. I never put SPX up here because I don't need to. It's the exact. If I put SPX side to side and I put that up here right now, watch this. Come on, SPX. Come on, get in there. I always have to do this because it won't come up because of the size. All right, so if I have this here and I put these side by side, you're going to see that the charts are pretty much, hold on. Look here, the high here, 430.25. All right, so you have double, you have double here. You'll see that the chart is almost identical, okay? Pretty much. I think I was on 3 minutes here. Let's look at this in 1 minute to 1 minute. I want to always compare apples to apples. I knew something was a little off there. And they shouldn't be. They should be 100% the same, all right? Just different numbers, all right? Here we go. Much better. So you can see my 1, 2, 3. You can see 1, 2, 3. You can see it comes back up. You see where I hit the high. You see the chart. You see the whole chart. If I could just take this out and fit it into there, I think there's a way to do it. You can add 2 stocks together. But if you can see that, then you'll see they're the same. So I don't watch the SPX. I trade the SPX. Okay? Let me put this back to NVIDIA. So, and I use NVIDIA because it's one of the top 3 that we watch. NVIDIA, we watch Tesla. I'm watching on top. I'm watching Meta, AMD, and anything else that you might want me to look at, I will open up and look at for you, even if it's a stock and it's not an option. All right, I'm under the auspices of options, but I'm a day trader. That's what I started off doing as a day trader. All right, so you can see here we hit a new bottom here. 428 would have been a good time to do a long. We both called it. We were talking on the phone, and we both called the put at the same time. The only difference is when I brought up the all products, I think it was at 4030 before, 4305, still is. I said 4305. He was doing 4290s and 4285s at the same time. But I'm looking for 40 to 50 on my delta. All right, I always put this in here. You see, you can open this up. You can change it. Volume, interest. With stocks that have options that you don't maybe recognize, it's important to know the open interest. But other than that, I'm always looking at the delta, gamma, and the theta. Of course, like Deck always talks about theta. I don't worry about theta because I'm an ODTES trader, okay? That's 1 day till expiration. That's today, all right? And another thing I haven't done yet, which I'm going to do for you right now, is I'm going to find the actual contracts and I'm going to change them to reflect right now, all right? And today is the 28th, so I'm going to change the date on one of them. Let me take a quick look here. Let's start with the SPY. It was at $4.20, so it's up $4. I'm going to make the put 428. 428 will be the put, and 429 will be, and I'm putting them in here as I tell you, and then I'll put them on the board. 429 will be the call. Now, SPX, I just told you, was 4230, I think. I think it was 4230. Let me take a quick look here real quick. SPX, waiting. Come on, open. There we go. 28th, that's today's contract, is 40. Wow, that really changed. It's 4,300. Wow. So it's 4,300. So that means the SPY went up. 4,300, 4300, and that would make the next one 4,305 on the call. Call's always higher than the actual SPY by 5. And that's the 28th contract, which is today. So let me change that to the 28th and take away yesterday's. All right, next one that I'm looking at is NVIDIA. It's 432, so it would be 432.50. 432.50. I just happen to know because it's Friday contracts. And then the other one would be 430. Let's see, 430.0. Okay, that's fine. I got that one. Next one's going to be AMD. AMD is now 103.22, so that's also went up 103. So that's going to be 103 on a put, and it's going to be 104 on a call. 104. That's correct. And then the next one is Tesla. Tesla's at 245.26. The next one would be 247.50. 247. Oh shoot, I lost you guys. Damn. I hope I didn't lose it. Come on. I hit something. Oh, don't tell me I lost it. All that work. Oh, come on. I lost it all. I got to start again. I don't believe that. I hit a button, a control button or something, and I lost it. I got to do it one more time. Sorry. It'll take me, instead of reading them out, I'm just going to do them real quick. I can't believe I just did that. Oh, come on. I can't believe that. Copy C. Let's put it back in there. Copy V. Once in a while that happens. All right. So again, 428 on the put. 427, 428, 429, 429. Keep losing you guys. I don't know why. And that's 4,300 and 43. I don't know why I'm losing you guys. It's my internet. OBS. What happened with OBS? OBS. Stop streaming. It's streaming. Hello. It's working. Here we go. I'm sorry. It's not me. It's my internet. Somehow I lost it twice. All right. Let me go to Meta here. Meta. It was 305. 305 and 302.50. 302.50. The date's the 28th. Let's go Tesla. Tesla is 244. It's 245. I don't know why it keeps changing on me here. 245. Keep losing my high definition. 245, and that'd be 240, 250. All right, 240, 250. Next one more. I'm going to get these out quick in case I lose it again. Is AMD was 104, 104, and the other is 103. Getting real close. 103. Next one, NVIDIA is 430, 250. Okay, 3250. 5. Shoot. 5. Okay, 432.50, and that would be 430. 430.00, and the next one's 928. 28, and let's see what we got. SPX was 4,300 and 4305. Let me get this out there really quick before I lose it. Boom. If I made a mistake, I'll correct it. Wow, that was like a lot of fun. I was almost done, and the whole damn thing just went kapooey. There we go. 305 to 45 to 4050, 104, 103, 432, 430. I checked everything, and they are correct. Let me just check one more thing. 43 and 4305. That is correct. Okay. And there's your contract. Sorry about that. That was like weird. Like 3 times, it just like boomed out on me. All right, let me put my top one back to charts. Let me bring my resistance up on Meta. Meta moved up. Your resistance on Meta is about 360. Let's see, 306. 306. Wrong one. 306 and 35 cents. There is that. And my support will be 306, right at the VWAP. At 30. Let's see. 30. Oh, that can't be. 304. 304. 304. Perfect. That's good enough. And then here we go. 104.20. That one's fine on AMD. And then here we can see the SPY's dropping. All right. So that's going to put us down to about 328. 428. 428.45. So let's make that 428 and around 45 cents. That's about our support. And we're going to go $1. It's 429, 429, 429, and we'll say 45. Let's see where it goes. That's perfect. You see here? Straight across. You can see all the resistance right there. So as it kept dropping to a lower lows, which shows that we're still dropping a little bit. Let's just make this 25. All right. Let's edit that one more time to 25. You know what? I just spoke to, I'm 68. And the person I just spoke to is, oh, I lost you guys again? Come on. There we go. It's holding. I just spoke to a trader, and he's in his 30s. And you know what he said to me? I feel like I've made a new friend. You know what? I feel the same way. I feel like I made a new friend. And that's the one thing I love about TradeCaster. I'm always making new friends. And it's so funny because some of the friends that he has are friends that I used to have here. And it's not that they're not there for me anymore. We've moved on and we've grown, and I've done my job, and I've helped them to get to certain points in their trading. I teach people how to become a better trader than I've ever been. You know what? And I know that may not mean much to you, but when you talk with me and you get with me and you talk to some of the people I've done one-on-one with, okay, I had never heard one person come back and say, you know what, that wasn't worth the $50, the $100, the $150 I spent, because I learned so much in such a short period of time that what you did is you saved me years of losing money. And that's what you have to look at, is how much money can you make the right way instead of guessing and gambling. How many people know how to even go in on Thinkorswim and go to the right of any chart and just right click and go down to buy custom or sell custom? See all these? These are all made up. So right now, if I want to buy 500 shares of this stock, I have a sell base right there. See it? Buy 500. I open this up. See the price here? Watch. Watch what happens when I unlock it. There's your price. Now I lock it again. I have my 25 cents, or I just wait. I can wait till it hits the price I want. Then I hit confirm and send, and I just bought 500 shares of NVIDIA. But today, we don't really, and if I want to save this setup, I go over here, and I just go here and I save it. All right, you can pull it over, and it's saved. And I lost you guys again. I don't know why this is happening. Replay, why, guys? Let me make sure I got no volume in here. Oops, that's not good. Okay, can you all hear me all right? I don't know why it keeps sending me off. It's got to be my internet. I don't know what's happening with it. And I just want to check my OBS for a second. It's not opening. Come on, OBS. Open up. There we go. Test, 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 test. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. My camera's working. All right, we're still good. All right, but when I do that, I can save it, and then I have it. I already have it, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to delete it. But if I wanted to buy an option, okay, I could also go in here and say, all right, let's buy custom. And you'll see some of them are set up. See 5 single contracts right there? With that has a 5% stop loss. So I'm all ready to buy 5 contracts of NVIDIA, but this is going to buy 5 of the stock. Okay, market, unmarket. So what I would have to do is I would go in and let's delete that for a second. And let's take the SPY for a second. I'm going to go here, and I happen to know that my SPX is set up for a put right there. So if I go there, all right, let me open this up so you can see it. It just does that. And there's my put, all right. Puts will go the opposite way of what they're really going, all right. You can see here this is not even the right put because I didn't change it. And this would be, it's 43, 40, let's go to 28. Today's the 28th. That's a put, and it's going to be 43,000. There it is, and there's my contract right there. So let's go back. Yes, I wrote my own contract. I know how to do that, and I can teach you all how to do that. How to just start with any stock and change it to a contract. All right. So right here, I want to remove my theatrical study and just take it away, and I get rid of that. Now I can look at my put, and this should be going up. Puts go the opposite. Right now, the calls are winning. You see, this is going down. That means the price of this is going to go down. But if I wanted to buy, I'm already set up for 5 contracts. See, 5 contracts. I just put daytime. I would check this auto send, and when it hits the price I want, I just buy it. I buy 5. Or I could do it this way. All right, let's get out of this. I know it's set on 5. I do right click. I buy custom, and there was one for 5. That says 5 and sell 5, right? That's a 10% stop. Let's see here. I'm going to do 5% stop. So here, it would buy 5 contracts of SPX at 630. I open this up. It buys it at 620, and I would be 5% stop loss. That means a 30-cent change on this would get me out. 30 cents times this times 500, 5 contracts would be $150. And I don't know why I'm losing you guys again. I don't know what's going on with my stuff here. I may have too many things open. But that's how you have stop losses already set up. I hit and confirm, and I buy them automatically. And I just did it by going into the middle here of any contract I have set up and going in here, and I already have. I can sell too, all right, if I want to do the opposite, all right? But I don't want to sell a contract that I want to be in because then I'd be writing what's called a naked contract. A naked, what do you call that? Oh my God, I forgot the name of it. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you a second. I can't think. That's what happens when you get old. Don't get old, and you won't forget these things. Let's see. Bookmark. Center point securities. Where is it? Be consistent. Here we go. Trader calendar. Here we go. It's called a naked option, I think. Naked put. So you buy a naked put or a naked call. So if you don't already own it and you sell the call or you sell the put, it's called a naked put or a naked call. I don't really do those. I did them once or twice. I won on them. So that was pretty cool. Looks like Deck might be coming back on. I don't know. Or he's playing a video. All right. So information on how to buy an option. All right. And when I don't want to do that, I can unlink this. And I have other ones set up. So let's say if I go into 7, you see it right here, that would give me AMD. So this is an AMD put, all right? And that's today's date, tomorrow, 29th. It's a Friday's contract. And 97, I didn't change this one either. So right now I know that AMD's at 103.41. If I was going to do a put, it would be 103. 103. There it is. And there's the 103 contract. And that's how I can figure out how to do that. I just look at the price of the stock. If I'm doing a put, I go to the next number down. If I'm going to a call, I go to the next number up. Okay? And if I wanted to write the actual option, you want to see something cool? What do we say this was? 104? Let's say I took this whole thing away, right? I do dot AMD. Doesn't matter if it's caps, it'll put it in itself. I'm going to put in 23. That is the month. 09 is the 29 is the month. 23 is the year. 09 today it's on a Friday's contract, so it would be 29. And we said a put, right? Yeah, that was a put, and there it is. And there's my puts, and I would look for the one that said, what did I say? Put would be 103. Why isn't it coming up? All right. If it doesn't come up, I'll just put 103, and bingo, there it is. And there's my put. And that's how you write one. All right. And there it is. That's simple. You can write your own contracts. You just need to know the name of the stock, and you can get rid of this. That pink line is the only one I don't want in there. See, it's theatrical. Just take away the plot, apply it, and it's gone. All right. So is the stock. And if it does that, then go in here and just do auto, and that should bring it back. Where is it? There it is. Okay. And that's your upper and lower VWAPs. Now, Matt, you can see how cheap these are. $1.08. I can go at least 10%, maybe more. I can go 20%. 15% would be $1.50. That'd be on 500 contracts, would be $75 loss. So you can go even higher percentage if you want. But that's how you write your own contracts. So right now, let's go back, take this out here. We're going to unlink it, and I go back to NVIDIA. And that's what I had in there. All right. And I gave you a little lesson on how to write your own contracts. It works with any stock at any time. You can write your own. All right. Whether it's a put or a call. Anybody have any questions on that? Don't understand? Right now we're in the middle. You see this? If I was correct, and I say right now this is 428.25 is my support, and let's say 429.40, I could even bring this down to the dollar. Let's make this 25 also. All right, let's make this 25. We know where our support was. There's my thing. So I'm in the middle, 3/4 of the way up. I don't want to gamble in the middle of a channel. I want to wait till I get to the top here or to the bottom here. If I get to the bottom, there's a good chance it's going to go, and it did. It went down, 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 and the first green, I usually get in about the second green when the second green is slightly above the first green, all right? Because the second green, all right, you see this? Watch. That's usually when people getting out of shorts. It reflects it into here too. They're getting out here, and I get in right there about 428.60. I would have made it quick. Some 60 to 20 would be 60 cents. 5 contracts would be about 300. I don't know why. I'm so sorry about the chart stopping. I don't know why it's doing this, and I don't have that much of a delay. I don't understand. Let me see something. Okay, let me push that back in. Let's see what happens here. And I'm still good. Still good. I got that one, NVIDIA. Let's make sure they're the right ones, okay? That looks, I got a high here, 436. That's 434. 434 to 46, that's correct. And this is 420.25. I don't even see that in here. There it is, 420. All right, so this is correct. All right, so we're in here. We've got it. Want to make sure it's got the right and stop replaying something. Anybody have any questions? I mean, that was a lot of information. If you got any questions, let me know. No questions. Had a really nice conversation earlier. It was pretty cool, actually. You know, we spoke for an hour and 40 minutes. Can you imagine? I didn't even know what to say to the guy. We just decided, let's talk. Okay, let's talk. And we talked about good stuff. I wish we could have had it taped so we could have played over some of that conversation. I would have had to cut certain parts out where I talked about Dak, what a creep he was. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't talk about anything like that. But, no, we talked about how he's a great guy and how he helps a lot of people become the traders they are today, good or bad. All right, 428. We're going to bring this up a little bit. 428.50. All right. And then here you can see right about there, we got a double top there at 429.25. That's exactly where I got it. So there, 25, 55, and we're coming up in the channel here to about 75. I want to wait because we pulled down, we got a low, we came across, we hit a new low, we came back up to this resistance, came down, broke down below the resistance point, came back up almost to where we were at resistance, came down, but this time we formed a higher low, and we're across right there. You see it? That would be the line at the moment. So if I bring this up right here, but I would be careful because it could still pull back a lot further than you expect. You'd really have to look and say, let's see here, 75 is perfect. You'd have to look and say to yourself, how many shares? I'd have to look at the shares. To do that, I need a larger chart. All right, and then here, if I put the SPY in here, let's say put the SPY in there, then I can look in here and I can see how many shares exactly, and there's 259. I want to be on 1 minute, and like you can see now, I can't see it. So take off the time of sales. If I take off the time of sales, I can see it. 294,000. That's a lot of shares being traded on 1 minute. 75. That's about 74,000 shares traded on a 1 minute candlestick for the SPY is average. Okay. Same here. Under average, about average, about average. And this is how you tell if it's being manipulated. And then here all of a sudden you see, boom, it goes up. And what's the next thing that happens? It pulls it down. Why? He pushed it up. People jump, think it's going to go. It's a fake out breakout. If you look at that second candle, you'll see the reversal coming in with the high shadow. Every time you had a high shadow, high shadow, high shadow, even shadows here, you had a pullback. All right? And you got to be careful because it's like here, 186,000. Here, 138. That's somebody manipulating this stock, 300,000. They're doing it purposely. They bring it up and then they drop out. And that's how they make their money. And they get people like you who are scared and they get out real quick and they take a loss when all they had to do was wait, especially if they were to put and it'll come back down. All right. Knowing that and doing that is another thing. Look at Curve, still up there in the $2 range, right? It's trying to break. I don't ever play breakouts, and I don't think it's going to get much over. It was weak. It hit the 207. It hit that top VWAP plot and came down. It's a stock from yesterday. I don't really know what stocks are happening. I don't know if you can still hear me because I keep dropping out of here for some reason. If you see me drop out, the chat room will still work. Somebody just put in there and say it stopped because I can't always see it. All right. Let me try and put this other one on and see if it'll lock it in there. 720. All right. So I've got it locked in on 2, see if it'll hold it. It could be my internet. It could be because I was in there longer than I was in there. But I'm not showing, let's see, 45 right now. I think I'm only showing about 10-second delay. Unless it's changed, I'll have to change everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Wait a second. We might have a bigger delay. I might have to do this again. Holy crap. Still hasn't come up. 8, 9, 10. All right, let's see. One more time. If it does, I got to reboot up. 10. Wow. This is no good. Okay, I have to reboot. I had it open too long and I wasn't in here, and that's the problem. Okay. I have to reboot